Welcome to Casual Gaming. The casual gamer is into gaming simply for fun. Today I am exploring the mobile game Marvel Puzzle Quest, specifically the use of a team consisting of 5-star Beta Ray Bill, 4-star Rocket and Groot, and 4-star Polaris. This team is a so-called Winfinite team, and I will explain why. Let's look at Beta Ray Bill's powers. I will call him BRB or Beta for short. Beta's green power costs 12 AP and is his main damage power. Beta's yellow power is a passive and creates projectiles at the start of a battle. When a friendly projectile is matched, it generates 1 blue and 1 green AP. This AP generation from the projectiles is important. Beta's blue power costs 6 AP and causes some damage, but more importantly it creates a countdown tile that creates a projectile when anyone on the team takes damage. If the team takes multiple hits, multiple projectiles are generated. This power is useful to create projectiles to feed the AP generation from Beta's yellow power. Now we look at Polaris. Polaris' blue power costs 6 AP. It creates both friendly and enemy strike tiles, while also stunning the enemy. The strike tiles are not important for the strategy. It is the stun that is important. At level 3, the stun is for an impressive 3 turns. Polaris' purple is a passive and creates more friendly special tiles of the type matched with a bonus damage. This ability is crucial to creating more projectiles for Beta. Polaris' green is passive and inflicts damage to the enemy based on the number of special tiles on the board. This ability helps kill the enemy, but it's not really important. The last character is 1-star Juggernaut. Yes, you heard it right. 1-star Juggernaut. You only need his green power, which costs 6 AP. Get that to level 5. His green power destroys up to 16 random tiles. Remember Beta's yellow passive that generates blue and green AP when a projectile is matched? It does not actually need to be a match, it just needs to be destroyed. This way you can generate more blue and green AP than it takes to use it. Juggernaut as a 1-star also keeps him protected from damage as he is shielded by Beta. Now you get to see this in action. What you see here is a SCL-10 event where I'm fighting a node with a Kingpin and 2 other enemies. And beginning here I'm going to go for the projectiles. As you see matching, sometimes you don't really get a projectile, but you aim towards that. I don't really care about the Kingpin strike tiles, even though they are quite powerful. Now the fact that I have only one active enemy, I am going to try to stun him first using Polaris' power. So you see I've just used Jux Green and I've created enough blue AP to stun him for 3 turns, and now I can leisurely start matching projectiles and watch the green AP just add up. Now I have 6 AP. I just matched 3 more tiles. I have 9 AP. You can see I'm getting these countdown tiles putting out there, but now I'm gonna use Juggernaut's power again, destroy one of the CD tiles, and now created out of that 12 AP. So you know his green AP costs 6, but I'm able to increase the overall green and blue AP. Now you see I have 30 blue AP and the green AP is just increasing, and I'm able to use eventually the green power for Beta Ray, and I'm also just stunning the other enemies just because I can. Now it's not that important to actually stun the enemies because essentially they can't move. However, it's useful to stun them in case you make a mistake and you need to let the enemy have a turn by accident. So at this point, there's really nothing much to do but just rinse and repeat. Keep using Jux Green, charge up the green AP. I normally charge it up to at least 25 before I use Beta's green power, and just repeat until your enemy is defeated. And now you go, victory. So now you have seen that example of this team in action. the question is, how good is this team really? So this team is really quite reliable. The fact that you can stun all the enemies and they can't react to you is why they call this a win-infinite team. Once you can get a chain going, you are generally guaranteed a win. Now, what kind of enemies would this not work against? If the enemy has stun immunity, there might be a problem, but then again, remember that as long as you don't give them a turn and you keep generating green AP, there's actually no need to stun the enemy. Another problem you may have is that if you have an enemy that has the ability to kill the weakest character on your team, which would be Juggernaut, if you lose any of the other team members, essentially this team will no longer be effective. If you find that you're not really matching enough projectiles, you might want to actually end the match early and then try again. This team also surprisingly may actually be more effective against active enemies, because remember that Beta generates the green and blue AP for any match, whether it's enemy or yours, to make. So when you are against passive enemies that do not make any actions, you really are dependent on you finding projectiles to match to generate the AP. And sometimes if you have an enemy that's passive and with a very powerful area effect damage, this also will not be successful against that scenario. However, like I said, if you don't find yourself generating enough AP, just quit the match and try again. I hope you have found this Marvel Puzzle Quest team review useful. This is Casual Gamer. Till next time.